Hello, everyone. It's Art Russell here at Think Twice on YouTube and thinktwice.me at wordpress.com. In today's video, I'm going to share some more information about non-duality, meaning not two, and our essential nature beyond name and form. Now, I'm sure some viewers may say, "Thank you very much, Mr. Art, but I don't need you to tell me who I am." And if that's the case, I would agree. I'm not here to tell you who you are, and I can't. That's something that we can only recognize through direct experience, direct knowing. Now, a lot of you or some of you may ask, well, why is this so important? Life is going along fine, and I like who I am. I'm not suggesting that you change who you are. In fact, I'm sharing that you can't. This doesn't usually become an issue for people when life is going along smoothly. The curiosity about our deeper nature usually arises when we're going through troubling times. All of us, I would say, can I relate to life is fine when it's going along fine, or even better when it spikes up. There's great pleasure. But then inevitably there's one day or 1 year, there's a downward spike and we feel, wow, this really is not fun at all. This is very challenging. That's when we're called to a deeper knowing. We may not realize it, but we're seeking a way out of the situation. Now, from the personal point of view of the person, we usually try to juggle circumstances. A new car, a new house, maybe a different spouse. We get a divorce, we think that's going to bring happiness. Or we get married, we think that's going to bring happiness. And the reason I'm sharing this information today is because ultimately solutions that are based upon the person's point of view ultimately fail. They just can't get us to that level of happiness that comes with knowing our true self. And that's why I'm so passionate about sharing this information. I know that most of us are using debit cards or credit cards these days, but I'd like to share an illustration that I hope can point us to a deeper understanding. If we were using currency, 5s, 10s, 20s, whatever denomination, and we went into a store and we wanted to make a purchase, and the checkout person said, "I can't take this, it's fake, it's counterfeit," we would be upset, right? Because we would have based our purchase, the idea of purchasing, upon something false. Well, this is what I'm saying is happening to the vast majority of humankind, and that they're unaware of that. I know I was until about 4 years ago now. I had deeper glimpses of it earlier through books and videos, but it was about 4 years ago that a deeper realization of my true nature beyond name and form occurred. And I hope this information will help point you to a deeper understanding of your own, of the self that is really you. So I've got another illustration here. You know me, some of my drawings, but here we go. Now this relates, I think it comes from a wisdom story related maybe from Hinduism. I'm not really sure. I've read quite a few books on spirituality, but I think it has value and can point you to a deeper understanding of yourself so that you can avoid the pitfalls that come with believing that you're the person. So in this story, there's, let's say, a man and a woman, and they're standing out in front of pails. Let's say this is the lady's pail and the man's pail here. And the pails are filled with water. And the erroneous point of view that they have is they look into the woman looks into this one and says, "Oh, there's a sun in my pail." And the man looks into his, "Oh, there's a sun in mine." And here we have the great depiction here of the sun shining overhead. So with this, we can clearly understand that, well, it's a reflection that's in the pail, the man and woman's pail. So in this account, from my understanding, the pail is meant to refer to our body, and the water would be the mind. So this is how we get to the term body-mind, or the person. So each person believes they have a sun or a point of awareness shining, being generated by their own body. And what the deeper wisdom is that there's universal consciousness only, and that all of this, hands, body, mind, is occurring within consciousness. Now, to experience this, we need to become still, even for a couple of minutes a day on a regular basis. And when we do, we can notice that we're sitting quietly, maybe eyes closed, and we notice thoughts come across and go. Sensations start and they stop. They go. Perception. Images come across and they leave. But we feel none the less for as they come and go. It's just that usually we identify as, from the personal point of view, if we're having good thoughts, we feel, oh, those are mine. Good sensations, nice. Bad sensations, painful. Seeing something, perceptions, something pleasing to the eye, something that's unpleasant to the eye, we suffer. We don't like it. Before we go today, I'd like to read you a passage from the Bible. Now, I am no theologian at all, but I've had a curiosity about this nature, this subject. And I'd like to read the passage from Acts chapter 17, verse 28. For in him, and that's capitalized, we live and move and have our being. For in him we live and move and have our being. Him would be, it's known by holy names. We don't need to use those. I'm fine calling it God. Others might say consciousness. Science would use the unified field in which everything is apparently occurring. If you'd like to find out more about this subject matter, about your deeper I that can transcend, the knowing of which can help you transcend suffering, to avoid the feeling terrible that comes with those down spikes in life, I offer my book entitled This Taste of Flesh and Bones, which is available through Amazon. I believe it has material in there, content that can help point you to your own direct understanding of your true nature. Bye for now. Take care.